Jumbo, folks. That is Swahili for hello here in Africa. So Jumbo, everyone.
Jumbo.
All right, my name is Gary. I'll be your safari driver for the next 2 weeks. Everyone's first time on safari back there, guys?
Yep.
Everyone alive back there?
Yep.
All right. And just 2 quick reminders before we begin. First one, right hands up. I promise. I will not stand. On the safari truck. Ever. All right, got that one out of the way. Second one, guys, it was simple. Just take as many pictures as you like. Just hang on to those cameras tightly. The reserve doesn't allow us to stop for anything that might fall out of the vehicle along the way. With that said, let's have some fun, guys. Everybody for safari out there? Yeah! All right, well, 20 guys, let's go. This guy's ready. All right, folks, now Harambe Reserve was founded here in 1971 to help protect the local wildlife. Unfortunately, we have had some issues with poachers hunting our elephants from time to time. So we have our wildlife reserve wardens patrolling our 800-square-mile reserve in the air. We call them our eyes in the sky. They're 24/7, keeping an eye on things. Well, we should be able to get in touch with them just a little bit later on today. Get a catch on the situation now. Guys, that animal just over right there on the hill there, that's an okapi. Although he looks like a zebra with the white stripes on his front hind legs, they're actually closely related to the giraffe. So shy and reclusive, they weren't even discovered by the Western world until 1901. Now that blue-gray bird that's kind of trotting along out there, that's a blue crane, also known as a Stanley crane. They are the national bird of South Africa. Alright guys, let's begin riding the water and up here. We are going to start seeing some more of our favorite animals like to gather here. Some of you may have already spotted that 3,000-pound black rhino walking along here. Although he looks indestructible, there's one instance they caught him hit very hard by poachers. There's only about 4,000 left in existence. We have some pigback looking off to the left here. That small white bird with the long narrow yellow bill, that's cleverly named the yellow-billed stork. That big stork up on the hill there, black and white with the orange and yellow bill, that's a saddle-billed stork. I think we're going to be 5 feet tall with a wingspan of 8 to 9 feet. They are the largest stork in Africa. Wow, guys, just about to bomb go off here, these rust-colored animals. They're also known as the ghosts of the forest because they're so shy and reclusive. Both the males and females have horns, and they're slanted backward like that so they can dart through the underbrush much more easily to evade their predators. That's some greater kudu out there, the second largest antelope in Africa. Adult males can weigh in at 750 pounds. That sounds like one of my favorite wardens up there right now. Simple Wonder Warden Wilson Mortua. Hey, it's scary. Is that you making the rounds up there today, buddy? Over.
Yes, Simbawan, and today I have a passenger. Miss Johnson, my favorite wildlife researcher.
Hello everyone.
Hello, Miss Johnson. We're sitting down toward the Safe River right now. If you have any wildlife spots that you'd like to share with us, we'd love to hear them. Over. Alright. Responsibilities. Male Nile repos down there. Laying in the Safe River there. And we have the largest hippo containment in the world here, a total of 17. We have 8 males, and all up here to the left are our females. We have 9 of these girls out here. They can weigh up to 5,000 pounds, and they stay under the water like that to keep their huge bodies cool. They can hold their breath anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes while they stay under there, regulating their temperature. They both feed nocturnally, and they can eat as much as 150 to 200 pounds of grass per night. That's per hippo. Copy.
When you come to Senegali Bridge, go pole. Very slowly. The old bridge has seen better days, and I think our shifty-eyed friends, the crocodiles, know it.
Oh, Roger, we'll do. Over. Everyone just hang on tight, cross your fingers. Guys, just a reminder to remain seated, but if you look over the edge on either side, you may spot some Nile crocodile down there. Much larger than the American alligator. These guys appear to be 20 feet long. You may have even spotted a few down there with their jaws open. They're not doing that to be scary. That's actually how they regulate their body temperature out here. They're exothermic. It gets pretty hot out here in Africa, and while they do all they can to keep cool. Now, speaking of jaws, their jaw pressure is about 1,200 pounds per square inch. I would not want to get my fingers caught in there. Alright guys, as we round this next bend of ahead, we're actually approaching one of our favorite spots here on the reserve, the baobab tree. These trees can grow to be as much as 2,000 years old. This one's going to be about 1,000. They're also known as the upside down tree because while their branches only blow about 3 months out of the year, when they're bare like that, they almost look like roots growing up there in the sky. Alright folks, here we we are, the savannah, part of the Serengeti grassland system. Zebra and wildebeest will migrate through it in large herds. Antelope, lions, and elephants, they live here all year round. It's all part of the wild Africa we're working so hard to save here.
I see you down there.
You do?
You are in bush country.
Where are you working?
Drive carefully. I don't want you bumping into my animals.
You should begin to see a wide variety of grass-eating animals around you, such as toxins, gazelle.
Just Johnson. No one in Africa wants them Thompson's gazelle. They are Tommy. Over.
Oh, Roger, we'll keep an eye for those Tommies. Over. Alright guys, now look at the savannah that you see around you, folks. It's created mostly by the animals that live here. Without them, this would be pretty much just dense forest. Now the elephants are kind of like bulldozers. They mow over the trees, chew on the bark they enjoy so much. Never a difficult task for them, with adults weighing in at almost 12,000 pounds. Giraffe, they're kind of like the pruning shears. They trim the tops of the trees and leave the leaves up there so the light can shine through and the grass can grow. Zebra and antelope, they're kind of like the lawnmowers. They eat the grasses down below. And the warthogs and gazelles, well, they trim up the edges. One thing's for sure, folks, in a natural balance system like this, there's always enough food for everyone. The little guys out there with the black stripes and the white underbellies, those are the Tommies that Ward was talking about. Although they look like babies, they're actually full grown, about 60 pounds. They have keen eyesight to look out for those predators. These animals kind of look like deer off here to the right. These are impala. You think about impala, they'll actually leap and bound to evade their predators rather than simply running. Sometimes as much as 30 to 35 feet in a single jump. And just to give you an idea, guys, that's about the length of this truck. Those dark brown animals off to the right there with the curved horns, those are sable antelope. Their horns grow to be as much as 60 inches long. They're actually part of the emblem for the Romney Reserve. And way up there on the hill, you may spot a reticulated giraffe or two. Those are the two females up there. We have two females and a male. I'm not sure where Asante is right now. The female's weighing at about 2,000 pounds. The Asante's about 2,500 pounds. He stands about 19 and a half feet tall. They can grow to be as much as 20 feet tall. They're the tallest animal in the world. And there he is, like clockwork, way back there. That's Asante. Just kind of peeking through the bushes up there. Alright guys, now off to the right here, folks. These huge brown animals with these enormous horns, these are Ankole cattle, also known as Watusis or Watusi cattle. They have the largest horns of all the animals here in the reserve. They can grow to be 20 inches in circumference at the base and 6 feet wide. They actually do get bigger than the ones you see there. A little secret about our Ankole cattle here in the reserve. The one you saw with the largest horns, that's actually the female. And the other three around her are her male calves. Or babies. You can just imagine how big their horns are going to grow to be once they mature as much as she has. And there's a little bit better looking Asante, minus the sun in our eyes. Alright folks, as we say here in Harambe, Hakuna Matata guys, no hurries, no worries. As we cross through this next rock line, we are going to start seeing some of our favorite animals right away, folks. Off on the rocks up to the left-hand side, we see some of the mandrills here in the reserve, but to be honest with you, they're very shy this time of day. I doubt we'll see some. I stand corrected. There's a dominant male outside in the clearing. Almost never see him this time of day. That's very rare. You can always tell the dominant males by the bright colors on their faces and other areas. Let's see Big Red or Little Red out there. Similar one to word most than any sign of Big Red or Little Red from up there today. Over.
I have not seen them today. Try the red clay pit.
Big Red is the elephant matriarch of the reserve's herd. She gave birth a while ago to a new calf.
He does bathe in the same red clay pit as his mama. I named him Little Red.
Elephants are wonderfully social creatures. They have moods, sympathies, and emotions. Over.
It's Big Willie's out there. We'll head on down to the clay pit, see if we can find him there, Warden. Over. Okay, so Now, as you can see, our road was closed back there. We had a bit of a flood there that kind of wiped out some of our path through there, so we're taking a little detour here. Still got a little ways off the path there. Just got this old bridge. The reserve comes out and services it once every 6 months, but it'll be a little bumpy at times. Just everyone just hang on. I'm sure everything's fine. It's just precautionary measures. Hang on, guys. Hold on. I'm going to try and get us out of here. That was close. Everyone okay back there, guys? Whew.
That was close.
All right. Maybe a little bumpier than I thought. Folks, well, in any case, we're still in one piece. We're at the clay pits. See Big Red or Little Red out there anywhere. Similar to Warden Wilson, we're at the clay pits. I see some fresh tusk marks and footprints, but still no Big Red or Little Red. We're going to head on down to the watering hole, see if we can find them there. Over.
I copy you, Timberman. Over.
Alright, guys. And hopefully we'll find Big Red and Little Red together. A baby elephant will stay with its mother anywhere from 13 to 15 years. Helps them learn to socialize, gather food, find the watering hole. As Miss Johnson said, it's a pretty complex system that they live in.
Timberman, I have to report back to base. Over.
Well, sawa, Wilson. Good luck on your trip back. We're going to head on down to the watering hole, see if we can find our elephants there. Over. Meantime, let's see what's on the radio here. Sweet, I love this song. Alright guys, as Miss Jobson said, Big Red is the elephant matriarch of the reserve's herd, of the mommy elephant. She'll stay pregnant with her young for up to 22 months. When the baby's born, it can weigh as much as 200 to 300 pounds. Now the elephants will often play in the watering holes like this one and spray themselves with wet water. It acts as a kind of sunblock to help fight against the intense heat out here. Another technique they'll use, if you've ever seen an elephant flapping its ears, it's actually keeping its body cool. They have extensive vein systems in their ears and it helps to regulate their temperature through their bloodstream. Wow guys, there's a whole flock of greater flamingo off to the left here, folks. They're the lightest of the pink flamingo species here in Africa. They get that beautiful pink color from that beta-carotene that they eat in the fish and shrimp here. The little guys out there in gray, well, they're actually just babies. They'll get that pink color soon enough. They just haven't had enough beta-carotene yet. Now the white birds that you see out there that don't look anything like flamingos, those are ibis, and they're native to North America out there, so don't look at them. Alright folks, we're heading into East Savannah here. Should start seeing a bunch more of these animals.
Timberman, come in please.
Copy, Ward. Don't you're heading back to base. What's up? Over.
I got a report about a suspicious jeepney Ringo copies. Keep a lookout for this.
Well, Roger, Ward. We'll head up toward the copies right now. We'll let you know if we see anything suspicious. Over. I don't like the sound of that, guys. There are no unauthorized vehicles allowed here in the reserve. Sure, it's just a false alarm, maybe animal care or something, but we better check it out just to be sure. Alright, guys. Now, we are going to be heading up toward the copies, as I told the warden. It's an Afrikaans word, which means little head, basically, just a series of rock ledges. Should take us more than a minute or two to check it out. It's only a little ways off the original safari path, and we'll get right back on our way, headed on down there. Folks, if you look off to the left, you may spot some of the cheetahs here in the reserve. They can run up to 60 to 70 miles an hour to hunt their prey. They hunt during the day rather than at night, rely on sight rather than hearing and smell, very much unlike most big cats. Sim Wanda, Warden Wilson, we're approaching the copies. Nothing suspicious here so far. Over.
Okay, Timberman, but keep your eyes open for anything unusual. Over.
Well, Roger, Warden. Will do. Over.
Well, yeah,
I don't see anything unusual here. What would be unusual? We're in the middle of the savannah. Guys, I see some huge burrows up ahead. Might be the warthogs. They're the largest burrowing animals here in Africa. Yep, there they are. Kids will know them as Pumbaa. Despite those little legs, they can run up to speeds of 30 miles per hour.
Mutua here.
What's this?
There are Ivory reporters in the reserve.
poachers.
Shot Big Red. She is wounded.
I knew there was something wrong.
No word yet.
Where was he last seen?
Magadi gone.
Magadi Gordon's not even the reserve.
Right there.
Roger.
Zimmerman,
Copy.
we must stop the poachers.
Right.
I am landing at Magadi Gorge to block off the east end.
Okay.
If you come in from the west, we could trap them.
Please, Civil One, we need your help.
Well, Roger, Word, but I'm gonna have to ask the crew first. What do you say, guys? Can we help the Word catch the poachers? Yeah. All right, well, it's Wednesday, folks. Let's go. Hang on, guys. We are going to be leaving the reserve just up ahead. This could get bumpy. Civil One to Word and Wilson. We're approaching the gates. Look like they've been smashed through. Over.
Keep going, Zimmerman. We are landing now.
Well, Roger, Word, and will do. Hang on, guys. Copy.
We spotted the poachers. Head is. Put them toward us.
Well, Roger, we'll get there as fast as we can. Over. I'll tell you guys, keep a sharp eye out. I don't know what we're going to run into out here. Whoa! That doesn't sound good. Stay low, everybody. I'm going to try and get us out of here. So I hope we can get there in time. I see the poachers camp up ahead. Looks like they may have already hit some more elephants. You can see the tusks there. Darn, they're already gone. All right, hang on, guys. We got one last chance. We can cut them off at the end of the gorge. Almost there. I see the Warden's plane and the sharks, but good.
Big Red, she'll be fine.
Oh, where's Little Red? Oh, there he is, safe and sound in the back of the Warden's truck. All right. Ooh, that was close.
The baby elephant back to his mama.
Goodbye, Civil One, and thank you.
Well, Sunday, Sana, Warden. Thank you, everybody, for helping to save Little Red. Give yourselves a hand, guys. Good job. All right, folks. Well, all this excitement, guys. Looks like we're going to have to cut our 2-week safari. It's a little bit short. By about 2 weeks or so. Did everybody have fun back there today? All right. I'm going to be dropping you off at the Warden's Post just up ahead. From there, it's only a short walk over the Pangani Forest Exploration Trail, where you can check out the gorillas, colobus monkeys, our personal favorite here, the naked mole rats. Half mole, half rat. 100% naked. Check them out, guys. Alright, everybody get to see everything they wanted to see out there today? Yeah. Alright, come back and see us anytime. The wonderful thing about safaris is everyone is different. You never know what you're going to see out there. Be just a second until we're clear of the dock with the Warden's Post. Now, folks, you can also hop on the train over to Rafiki's Planet Watch if you'd like. There's some really cool exhibits over there, like our infection section. Put an animal care exhibit. Kind of like a petting zoo, since we had a lot of experience with those animals. Now, folks, here in Africa, we don't like to say goodbye, guys. We say go well, and our Swahili word for that is kwaherini. So we're going to have a wild day out there, folks, and kwaherini, guys. All right, Jumbo word.
Welcome back. Watch your fingers and toes.